Bronny playing in the G League this coming basketball season?
I see him spending a significant amount of time in the G League, Skip and Key, because for one, how else do you develop? And two, I don't see him, based on what we saw in college, based on what we're seeing here in Summer League, he still needs time to figure out who he is. In my eyes, he needs to turn into that defensive stopper, 3-and-D guy. He got to make shots. So I think he needs time. Once you start the NBA season, he'll go to the Lakers, he'll go through training camp, get all the practice time he can, play in the preseason. We'll see him in preseason probably. But then I'd like to see him get more minutes in the G League, because I don't see him becoming an instant rotation player on the current Laker roster. So once the season starts, they're not going to practice. There's not a lot of practice time for you to develop, So get into the G League, get you some 5-on-5, continue to get stronger, to continue to build your confidence. And then I figure, we'll bring him in after a couple months. I said around Christmas you can bring him in.
Okay, so no big league Laker
Not at
minutes,
the beginning.
No,
not at the beginning. Let's get his NBA workouts in. Let's get him a routine. Let's get him in our system, learning who he's going to be, and then bring him up. I wouldn't start him off right away. Yeah, I'll get him in some preseason games, though. We can do that.
But the regular season G League and the regular season NBA, I don't believe they
They probably don't start at the same time.
They kind of, I think they start a little bit later.
Maybe a little later. But once G League starts, that's where we're going to be at. Because that's the only time and that's the only place where I'm going to get the reps that I need in order to get the confidence I need. Because think about this. The way he's playing now, these guys, they're not going to be in the NBA, the guys you're playing against now. So it's going to get tougher. the defenders are going to get bigger, stronger, better, higher IQ. So you got to start somewhere to get your confidence up before you have to eventually run into that. You don't want to have to run into a game where next thing you know, that's Pat Beverly in front of you now, not Pat whoever who's guarding you now.
Pat Wilshire.
Pat Wilshire. That's not going to be Pat Wilshire. That's going to be Pat Beverly. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get your confidence up before you get to that.
I answer your question, though, Skip. I don't think Bronny James ever thought for 1 minute that he wouldn't have an opportunity to play in the G League. That he was always open to it. The difference is we were the ones talking about NBA. He wasn't ever saying, I don't ever want to play in the NBA. The only thing that his camp and Rich Paul said is they're not signing a two-way contract.
They said that.
They want the big league NBA contract, which means, okay, you'll get the guaranteed money, you get the 3-year deal, whatever it is, $8 million or whatever that number is, rather than this split contract G League thing, which doesn't mean that he can't go to the local affiliate and play, which is the South Bay Lakers. He can go up, go down, go up, go down as many times as they want to throughout the year. I believe, and I haven't checked this, but my mind tells me that there's a lag time from the regular season big boy NBA to the G League. So whatever that is, 2-3 weeks or whatever, he'll be up with the NBA to such due time that he knows to move down to the G League. Much like Paul has been saying, and I keep saying, he's got to get the minutes. He's just got to get the minutes. It doesn't mean he has to stay. He may play a Monday in South Bay, and the Lakers play on a Wednesday, and he come and join the team and get, 10 minutes in that particular game, then go play Thursday, Saturday, again with the G League. That's how I see it all shaking out.
Okay, Rich Paul was adamant, no two-way. And lately, there was a report on ESPN.com after the Friday night game that numerous teams were interested in drafting Bronny ahead of 55. I'm assuming this came from Rich or the camp or whatever. I could be wrong, but it smacked of that because they want it known, as he struggles so far, 0 for 12 from 3 so far. What is he, 6 of 26 from the floor? They want it known there was a lot of interest in him above 55, but that they made it clear going to play for his father's team. And everybody backed away and said, okay. Now, do you buy that?
Do I buy that people were interested in him?
Yeah. I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were interested in him.
Just on pedigree alone.
Yeah.
You're his son? Oh, okay.
I could buy that there were teams interested.
Okay.
I mean, there's guys in the second round, Skip, that average like 5-6 points also. Like, he's not the only one.
No,
He's
I'm
not the
with
only
you.
one.
All right. I still have this gut feeling, and Keyshawn shares half of this gut feeling, that Bronny James was born to play alongside his father for the big league team. And that if you put him in that spotlight, in that situation, he will not shrink from it. And it might bring out the better in him, if not the best in him.
Well, give me an example.
Okay.
Give us an example.
Well, see, I think
if you play him in game number one, on opening night, you play him, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Okay.
He'll look better in those 10 minutes than he's looked in 26 minutes a night in 3 G League games.
But see, I don't look at it from
his role would be?
Whatever it is. Whatever his role is.
It wouldn't be flashy. It wouldn't be sensational.
Spot up.
Spot up shooting. It's maybe his dad throws a cross-court skip pass to him over in the far corner. And he spots up in the far corner. I just have this gut feeling, if you put him on that stage in that moment, he goes in late first quarter, and Dad throws a skip pass all the way across court, which he can do with the best of them, and hits Bronny right in the shooting pocket from the corner, he'll drain it. That's just what I think, because...
And you may not be wrong in terms of that, though, Skip, but I'm not just saying his father. I believe as an athlete, when I'm around better players...
Absolutely.
I'm going to play better.
You're going to play better.
Paul going to put me in the right spot on the court. Okay, he gonna tell me.
No, the thing about
he gonna tell me where to go. He gonna put me in the right spot.
You're gonna rise to the occasion.
Yeah. When you're around better players, your deficiencies are on full display.
Exactly.
That's
okay.
But that's okay.
That's
okay, though.
It's like now when we watching Bronny in this setting, it's all eyes on him.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. Now you out there with Bron, Reeves, and like, yo, deficiencies.
But I can build my confidence. I can build my confidence playing with the dude.
You're not going to touch the ball as much.
That's okay. I can touch it 4 times, but build my confidence.
You might not even be long enough to catch a rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
My confidence, though.
Like, the confidence is going to come from playing.
No, but we're not saying, I'm not saying stay up there. I'm just saying,
well, that's got to develop in practice. On the floor
with these veteran players, they can put him in the right spots, unlike this all-star McDonald's stuff, as Skip say, that he's playing in Vegas, where everybody trying to get their shots.
They are.
And they're trying to show the people overseas I can still play. They're trying to show other clubs, G League teams, look at me. I can do this.
Hey, there are times it looks desperate to me because they're fighting literally for their basketball life. They're trying to show out, you know, like give me the ball and I'm going to go solo.
In them 10 minutes that Skip is talking about, I'm talking about 15, whatever, 12, I could draw up some stuff to get him to boom. And then, you know, a couple times. I can draw it up.
Listen, they're not drawing up plays for Bronny James.
I'm not saying that they are.
You're not going to have.
I'm just saying I can,
like,
if I wanted to.
Like as many years as I've been in the league and as many timeouts as I've been in, Key, I've never seen the 7th, 8th, 9th option get a play drawn up.
And here's what I'm going to say.
And you never played with Bronny James.
Wait, hold on. Here's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Your daddy ain't running the team.
No, but listen.
So, Bron it's a different deal, man.
Bron is going to get him a shot. They're not going to draw it up. It's going to be Bron going to be like, He know how to set him up to get him an open shot without drawing up a play.
Okay, I call it draw up. I didn't say call a timeout, draw it up. No, I'm just saying they're going to make sure that he gets the opportunity. Bron is going to make sure. They get the opportunity.
Bron is going to make sure he gets the shot.
As he should.
He's going to be like, look, I'm going to come off this pick, and I'm going to skip you to the corner.
As he should.
Anthony roll. They're going to go for the lob.
So what's the difference? What's the difference with what I said and what you saying?
No, he gonna say
that's
that.
The same thing.
He gonna tell him that on the court.
That's drawing it up.
He gonna tell him that on the court.
I know. That's the same thing.
You ain't gonna be in the timeout because other cats gonna be looking over their shoulder like.
But it don't matter if it's a timeout or not. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. I'm gonna make sure you get your shot.
Look, here's the weird part about this. Bronny, son of the greatest scorer ever, was not born with a pickup style game.
No.
He doesn't fit in the summer league to me, and it's why I told you I don't want him to go back to college, because let's say he went back to USC and say your coach stayed and they're going to run it back, okay? Then the world is saying, okay, you average, what was it? 4 or whatever, blah, blah, blah. All right, now the world is going to say, Okay, now you got all that freshman stuff out of your hair. Now let's see what you got. Let's see 20 a night. I don't think he's a 20 a night.
Give me 11.
Okay, I'm not sure he's built for that. It's like he was born to play to complement his father's game. And I just have a gut feeling that, listen, Dad and Mom are extremely proud of son, and they should be. And you guys can talk G League and make all the sense in the world, but I think they think it's beneath their kid's dignity to be doing yo-yo back and forth between G League.
I don't think so, because you're talking about not only a smart family, but you're talking about smart representation. And you're talking about his father that sees the bigger picture, the understanding. Yeah, but he don't want to set him up for failure. He's not going to put him out on the floor.
You had me about smart family until you got to father sees the bigger picture. My experience with fathers and sons who play, that they lose all perspective. Like you can't listen. I've had so many friends whose kids were really good, and after a while, I'm like, they're out of their minds. They're delusional about how good their son is.
But do you honestly think, for 1 minute, Skip, that he doesn't see his son's flaws and recognize that he needs to work on some things? You're talking about one of the greatest basketball players to ever lace him up.
Absolutely.
He's not delusional. He sees that his son...
I don't know. When you're talking about flesh and blood, you get delusional.
He may not display that to the public. He may say, hey, my son is better than everybody out here.
He looked up at the TV, talking to the reporters mid-season. He said, Bronny's better than a lot of those dudes playing right now.
Is he? But at times, Skip, I can sit there and say the same thing. And I'm not his father. Because I see some dudes out there on the court, I'm like, hell, I'm better than them. I mean, that's just talking.
But I've seen a whole lot of Summer League dudes who are better than Bronny right now. Just right now, a whole lot of them.
That is the case. That is the truth.
But the role they play in the Summer League
is different than role.
It's
different. It's a totally
and I've seen guys get 25. Good luck being that man on the team when you get to the NBA, thinking you're going to be getting all the shots.
Even Connect, he's scoring like 20-something.
You got to understand, Connect. But Connect is in the same boat as Bronny. We need you to be a shooter. I like that you're getting your game off in the Summer League.
He is.
You're getting your game off, but once season comes, go in this corner. We need you to knock these down. We need
go in the corner.
That's it.
Go stand in the corner and wait.
Go stand over there.
And we do need you to play a little bit of defense on the other end, right?
Right. Come on.
Okay. Back to Caitlin, back to Angel. Now